Clearing, and one for yesterday, clearing. Okay, so today this is going to be a really quick Divine Feminine check-in, and what I'm hearing is, how is your DM perceiving you? So let's first get one card for the collective. Flower of Feeling, Compassion, Emotional Awakening, and Forgiveness. So your DM actually feels like you've forgiven them, and there's something about your emotions thawing, feminines, you becoming more sweet, real, present, authentic, genuine, open, transparent. There's not so much weirdness or awkwardness from the DF side. There's not so much uncertainty about what to say or do. There's this beautiful free flow of emotion that your DM can sense. It's like the cork has been taken off of something, and like I'm seeing a champagne like gently bubbling over and effervescent. So must be that the feminines are coming into more of an emotional permission to just be and do and say what is real for them. So let's have a look though. Thank you, Divine Creator. What can we see for how the feminines are being perceived by their masculine at this time? What the feminines need to know about that, and what the masculines are doing with it all. So yeah, thank you for using me as a channel of only the highest, most beneficial information coming through. And this one is for how the masculines know, what the feminines need to know about how they are being perceived. And this one can be for instruction for the masculines, or yeah, how it's fitting into what the masculines are up to. Okay, conscious mind for the connections. Justice and Eight of Pentacles. So the masculines are seeing the feminines not being quite ready for this new beginning. This can be divorces. Justice in the reverse for me is a divorce, and the Ace of Pentacles is a brand new beginning. So there's like a limbo, a pause before something on the feminine side. So if divorce doesn't resonate, some legal matter, financial matter, could just mean circumstances in the 3D where you're not free and clear to pursue, but it's like the light at the end of the tunnel here in some regard. So that can be emotionally, mentally, or physically, but they're seeing you as wanting to wait until your ducks are in a row, feminines. They're anticipating that something on your side needs to change before you are fully ready to come forward to your masculine. So you all know what that would need to be, but that's where the masculines are experiencing. What do the feminines need to know about this? This is what's going to bring in another chance. This is my card of coming back around. This is unrequited love. And in the inverse like this, it's like a return. So when you clear whatever this is and you make space in your life, this connection, your aligned one, will return. What are the masculines getting here? They don't have to do anything. They feel like they're not taking a pass per se, but they're waiting on you to complete whatever this is. So you may think you're waiting on your masculine for instruction or direction, something like that. This is saying that your masculine thinks that the ball's in your court with something you need to clear, feminines, and that they're not doing anything, taking any action. They're just kind of waiting it out. Magician in the reverse is like chillaxing, waiting for you to take care of business, whatever you need. What is on the conscious mind? So your masculine knows that you think of them more than friends. They can feel it energetically. They can feel it in what you say. So even if you are friend zoned, even if you haven't talked in a while, even if you've come off as cold or icy or distance, they know there's a reason behind it. It's because you have a special place in your heart for them. What do the feminines need to know about this? The Ace of Pentacles. So yeah, it's like a time capsule. It's waiting. We got the Ace of Pentacles about the connection, and here with the personal opinion of the counterpart. And so yes, like this developmental transit where there is more than friends, but it's friends, is in preparation for the new beginning. What did the masculines card get? Baby steps. So yeah, masculines are not just idle over there. They're taking baby steps towards this ascended new timeline. So they may not be manifesting anything directly or telling you anything or calling the shots, feminines, but they are making steps behind the scenes that does include your connection. What can we see? How are the masculines looking at the feminines regarding the heart space? King of Swords and Page of Pentacles. So this is like my presence in the moment, crossing each bridge as it arises, showing up, being available emotionally, mentally, and physically in a practical, realistic way, right where we're at. This is my legal matters card as well, King of Swords. This can be that contracts and that divorce energy or anything pre-existing needs to close out, and this is what we can, how we can interact at this time. So masculines know there's this openness on the heart space to do what is possible at this time, even though certain things haven't fully closed out that allow for the full unfolding of this connection. They know that you're doing the best you can. Maybe in the past they have thought that you were not able to fully show up, or maybe that you were playing games, or that you didn't love them as much as you do. But now they're seeing you're actually doing your best with what you can, and they actually admire you for not being all or nothing with them, because they are appreciating that you would do more if you could, and that your heart's in the right place. That's a beautiful message. Isn't it interesting how the feminine could say the same thing for the masculine? And what do the feminines need to know? The passion is building. This is the slow burn. This is the worth the wait kind of card. This is also where we go from player energy to monogamy. So the masculines are seeing you as doing your best here with what you have to work with, and that we're all in this karmic cleanup together. And that is really helping light the torch for the long-term kudos for your resilience, your perseverance, your warrior attitude, feminines. The masculines are seeing you as completely unique in this spectrum of the feminine energies that they have potentially available to them. They're starting to see you heads and shoulders above the rest, above the crowd. What can we see for, a weird sync, but for my extra tall feminines, that was a personal sign. I hardly ever get that, but if you're watching this and you are taller than usual, that is, or taller than the average, that is a direct for you. Okay, masculines, yeah, they're not so depressed about the separation, the spaciousness in your connection anymore. They're now seeing that it's not about you playing them or not being in love enough, that you literally have your plate full. And so they're taking themselves out of their limited perspective of self, and they're actually having compassion for the plight that you've had to undergo, and they're not taking it personally anymore. They're actually seeing that you haven't needed to, or it hasn't been assumed that you should have been putting in the amount of effort. They're starting to see how much love you've given voluntarily in this, and it's starting to melt their heart in a way they didn't see coming. Because before, they just thought you weren't that into them. They thought that you were playing games. They thought that they were just somebody else, but now they see how much concerted effort you actually do afford them, and it's starting to dawn on them on a really deep level that you've been in this together right from the beginning. Wow. What can we see on the heart space? How do the masculines think the feminines are viewing them on the heart space? Oh, unconditional love, and that same exact card coming out of this separation, that you're closing the gap as much as they want to, that it's both, that you're meeting in unconditional love. And sometimes the timing sucks, and actually, because of the slow motion of the karma cleanup, the timing is impeccable. It's allowing for this incredibly steadfast, strong, lifelong kind of bond that's forming, because it's that ride or die. Is she okay? up. You tried to get on the couch. Ugh. Okay, so yeah, same page. Masculines are, I mean, it's beautiful because where there can be lower vibrational projections, this is a higher vibrational projection, because now it's compassion. Now it's seeing more accurately that there's intention. The spiritual discernment is there for the masculines to have compassionate understanding and to see that version of the dynamic rather than the fickle or player mirror. Okay, what are the masculines seeing the feminines wanting to manifest? Okay, the masculines are seeing the feminines wanting to figure out how to look at these connections in the right way. So as it's dawning on the masculines that they can look at the efforts, the intentions, the emotions of the feminine in a different light, they're seeing you feminines begin to take control of your own free will assessment of what's going on as well. What can we see for what the feminines need to know? Just keep doing your best and be present in every moment. This card has been showing up in most of the decks that I've been using the last couple days. So stay the course, stay present, stay savvy, stay on it, and do your best. Stay open. This is a head and heart open. There's that new day, new dawn energy that's coming in for this new way of interacting that doesn't have a chip on the shoulder. What are the masculines getting? Yeah, the destiny. So this has been part of the star path of destiny. This way of looking at reality is actually the torch bearer on a cosmic level. So this is what the star seeds have come to show humanity, that it's not about an eye for an eye. It is really about everybody encouraging and cheering on and believing in love and making these beautifully compassionate motions. This is what's changing the world, is the patient becoming. It's the full becoming. What are the masculines seeing the feminine's actions as? Okay, taking minimal action under cover of secrecy. So they see you as being very discerning in who you're talking to, or maybe keeping your plans and your strategies and your motions to yourself. The masculines feel like they have a little bit of an inside scoop on what you're doing. So maybe they're the only one that you're confiding in about certain choices that you've been making, or maybe you've got some kind of a secret alliance or affiliation with your masculine that is more than meets the eye. They feel like they are privy to your inner circle, and possibly, if not the only person, one of the only people that know what you're up to, that you've let a little bit of the information slip. Now, this can also be that they know that you think this is more than friends, even if there is sort of a on the down low kind of spoken agreement or assessment. They feel like there's a little bit more backing it than what meets the eye on the surface. What do the feminines need to know about this? Yes, everything happens for a reason. Lemonade out of lemons. So keep looking at everything that's brought you to this stage as having been exactly what was needed in order to be who you are today, be in the position you're in, and to posture yourself for the highest timeline imaginable with love. Keep on it, because whatever you're doing right now that you're not needing external approval for, it is the right thing. What can we see? Oh yeah, masculines, we got a yin yang here. So the masculines are also grieving the old timelines, their old karmic failures. They are processing what they needed to take from those things and really clearing the sadness, the melancholy out of that, so that they can truly show up wholeheartedly here. What do the masculines think the biggest challenge is? Bravery, tenacity, soul confidence. They just feel like you think this is a spiritual journey, and they're not wrong. This is all about the soul. This is all about the spiritual mastery. They think that is the challenge. What do the feminines need to know? Yeah, this is what it's about. Secretly, that is the game changer perspective, is that this is a spiritual journey of mastery, and it's not unnecessarily about the flesh and blood, although it's no coincidence who the key players are in your journey this way. What can we see for the masculine? Strength. Yeah, this is like soul confidence, empowerment. This is the noble, this energetically noble energy. And so the masculine see that this is the hero's journey. Beautiful. What is the solution to this? To not force anything, to stay open to the ebb and flow, divine timing. What do the feminines need to see? There's that bravery, the tenacity that we just got in this card. Same thing. So it's basically just keep going, just keep swimming, just keep swimming. And the masculines have this psychic, intuitive, unconditionally loving view of you. They've got their own thing. I mean, this reading could be easily flip-flopped. As we come into union, we're getting down to seeing a direct mirror image that's bringing the counterparts closer and closer together. So I am saying for the first time that this reading could be identically swapped for the masculines to the feminines, and it would hold true the same. What is the direction in the near future? Working on it, laying a foundation in the physical. So there is going to be momentum, forward motion together in the physical based on these present moment interactions or decisions or conversations. Things that are starting to come into the physical are the foundation building for this to come out of the energetic, out of the emotional and mental realms, and bring that backing into the physical. Yes, the Empress. And this is where the abundance and the floodgates of abundance start opening and coming in for the counterparts. So we have started a lucrative, prosperous new beginning. It's already in the works, and it's going to unfold as we go forward here. All these pentacles, all the abundance, and that Ace of Pentacles in both regards. There is a prosperous new beginning that neither are seeing coming in its entirety, in its fullness. Because it is so extraordinary and out of the box, it will be unpacked like a zip file over time as the two cross the markers of union and come into more and more greater alignment. This abundance is set to increase and increase and increase. Masculines are investing in this. So this is more pentacles. They are pulling investments from other places and beginning to invest into these connections in a real way. It's like the stakes are too high in the karmic risk now. The karma used to be the safe bet, and now these connections are being deemed the sure win. And so because the masculines understand energetics now, they are seeing they have to pull their investments out of the worldly templates and bank on investing with abundance into this one. Oh my. Okay, many blessings. Bye for now.